Okay, so here's an update on the $50 go-kart. Actually, only about maybe an hour or so after my last video. I fixed the whole issue here. Alright, I took all this apart. I took the whatever this thing's called off. I bent it back with the vise back there. And, knocked that back down. It's kind of got a little bit of a kink in it. I mean, I bet you could see it if I got you to the right angle, but just, know that it's got a little bit of a kink in it. I replaced this throttle cable right here. This is my homemade linkage. I know it doesn't look like it does good. Alright, it's kind of, but it works. That's all that matters. Alright, so, you press in the throttle, you see the little, goes all the way back, goes all the way back. Now, what it used to do, right, it would go all the way back, and then it'd stop in the middle. That's why. Or it would go all the way back and stay all the way back. That's why I was coming around the house, and I just slammed into that camper. Here's my homemade seat, like I said. I did make the seat with shirts and whatnot. Old shirts. Wheels. Basically, I mean, that's all I really did. Redid that half of the throttle cable. This was basically the same linkage. I just, redid that. So, yeah. Put the seat back on. Hard to do things one-handed. But, yeah, there it is. Now, what I think, I'm going to paint this. Alright, I'm going to paint it blue. And I'm going to call it the Blue Marlin. I think that's a good idea. Also, wait, I'm forgetting. I did rig up the brake. Really, I replaced the brake with a better brake pad. The old brake pad is over there. If I can find it, I'd show you what it looked like. I don't see. Oh, wait, there it is. Yeah. It's all broketed. So, replaced it with the one off that black go-kart. So it's actually, it's solid. And it works now, And the reason that this is tied up here how it is so that it actually pushes it. Because it used to be in that middle one, and I didn't want to put in the top one. Because it also, it didn't really pull the brake very well. That needs to be worked on. But what I'm going to do, if this all stays together, I'm going to paint it. I'm going to call it the Blue Marlin. That's going to be the name. I'm going to paint everything. I mean, right now it still is the $50 go-kart. Got the blue engine, because the engine's already blue, the seat's blue. Paint, this blue and paint, the rims and stuff white. And bam, it's a $50 go-kart. It's called the Blue Marlin. That'll be the name when I paint it blue. Because then it'll be like, $54. Because I'll have to buy the spray paint to paint it blue. Just kind of letting you see. It's a one-wheel pill, by the way. I know I said that last video, but just re-clarifying. Now, the reason that there's a solid plate of steel is because this was actually my mother's. This frame is like 30 years old. And, it was hers when she was really little. It sat out here for, God knows how long, for a long time, and we would pull it around with the four-wheeler, and we'd sit in it, and we'd have fun and drive it around, but that has nothing with that. I'll show you the old engine while I'm back here. There's the old engine. It was basically unsavable. I was going to try to put that engine on it. It's a 5-horse, came off of that tiller. But it needs a new carburetor. Because the gas doesn't really run very well. But, main reason that this go-kart's here is because I made it mostly for my little sisters, but, now seeing how fast it is with that fucking 6-horsepower engine, 6.5, 212cc, whatever you want me to say, it's pretty it's pretty quick. I mean, I've gone down that road. 31 miles an hour is the highest speed I've got out of it. You know, it's near stock. Just disconnected the low oil sensor. So yeah. You know, my go-kart on the other side of that wall, it's kind of a good mix between an off-road and, you know, just a yard kart. You know, it's positive traction, 2-wheel drive, and it does really good. I've got it to go 46, I think, 46 miles an hour down that road, down a little hill. On the flats, you know, because I don't really have like a long flat, but on the long flats I'll get it to go like 35, and then, you know, with a slide downhill you'll reach 40, and then with a downhill you'll reach like 46. But this thing, man, it flies, you know, for one wheel. But yeah, that's about all. Stays on the ground real well. It's dug a few holes in the road, but for $50, I mean, the motor's the only part that I paid for. But, you know, I mean, in reality, you could probably get a go-kart like this without the seat, because I made the seat. You could probably make a go-kart like this, you know, the frame being... I mean, you can find go-kart frames. That's the damn easy part. Well, not really, but... Or you can make your own go-kart frame. But the motor... You know, you can buy a brand new 6.5 horsepower for $120. But, I mean, you know, I wouldn't about to do that. I already put a new one on that one. But, so, I mean, you could get a brand new motor for $120. Find a frame. Something like this would probably run you $100. Maybe. I mean, you know, it really matters who you find and who, like, what they rate their stuff as. You know, they can look at their stuff. They could look at this as like a just scrap, you know. Be like, oh, $20 for the frame. And it might even have an old engine on it. You know, $20 for the frame and that old engine that don't run. Or, I mean, that's what they think. It doesn't run. I mean, sometimes you can get lucky and you can just get a new carburetor, clean the carburetor, and bam, it's just off and running. That's the thing with these small engines. A lot of the time it's just intake and carburetor that really just ends the deal. But I don't want to make this video too much longer. I'll make another video. I might drive it around. I'm gonna drive it around for y'all. I don't know how good it's gonna work out. My phone's probably gonna turn off. If it turns off, this has been a fun video to watch and make and whatnot. And it starts first pull too. You're probably not gonna be able to hear me, but I'm going to go ahead and take it for a ride. I'll let you watch. Didn't start first pull. Let's make sure that's on. That's basically my kill switch. Ooh, it's a little cramped for me. Brakes work. So yeah, I mean it drives for what it is. So yeah, there it is. You know, it's quick for what it is. $50 engine on that damn thing. You know, it's scary too, because there's a little bit of play in the steering wheel. So you know you'll be going and you'll turn and it won't turn. You gotta turn some more. But yeah, it's fun. It's real good fun. Let's stop this video before it gets 2 minutes. Subscribe!